Okay. Now it should be observed that now one can ask that if R is a field, then what would be Rx? Is it a field? The question is that instead of taking R to be an integral domain, if you take R to be a field, then what would be your Rx? So, if R be a field, then what about the polynomial ring of Rx? This is the question, that if R is a field, then what would be your Rx? Is it a field? The question is that, is it a field? This is a viable question that one can ask regarding this discussion. The answer is that no. Okay, that Rx will be at most an integral domain, even though R be a field. Okay, R তুমি ফিল্ড নিতেই পারো, বাট Rx at most integral domainই হবে, ওটা আর ফিল্ড হবে না। কারণটা কি? বিকজ if you consider x, suppose you take a polynomial fx which is x only, so that is a non-zero polynomial, right? Because its degree is 1, so it is a non-zero polynomial, and definitely this fx does not have a multiplicative inverse in the polynomial ring. Why? Because there exists no polynomial gx belongs to Rx such that x gx equals to 1, right? This doesn't happen because if you consider gx, then the multiplication by x will leaves that there exists no constant term, because suppose you take it is b0 b1x bm x to the power m, then x gx will be a polynomial where every term of that polynomial will contain x, that is it will be x, suppose gx is b0 b1x bm x to the power m, then x gx will be b0x b1x square b2x square b2x cube plus bm x to the power m plus 1, right? So this is 1, but in the right hand side there exists no constant term, so how could it be 1? So this doesn't happen, so it is a contradiction. So therefore there exists no polynomial gx for which you can write x gx as 1. So this polynomial fx doesn't have, so x doesn't have multiplicative inverse. In the polynomial ring, that is x will not be a unit in Rx, right? So Rx will not be a field, although you have considered R to be a field. Okay, but we know that, recall that every integral domain can be embedded into a field, right? Can be, that was the last theorem in the course of ring, that is every integral domain can be embedded in a field which has been termed as quotient field or field of quotients into a field, the quotient field, or it is better to write down it is a field of quotients, yeah, the field of quotients. Particularly, you can say that if you take z plus dot, it is an integral domain, it is not a field. So, that can be embedded in the field of rationals, which is the field of quotients of. So, this is the field of quotients of z plus dot of z plus dot, right? Okay. So, in a similar way, if R be a field, then Rx is at most an integral domain. So, it can be embedded into a field which can be embedded into a field. And what is the field of quotients of this Rx? What would be the field of quotients of Rx into a field? The field of quotients is the field of rational functions, is the set of all these rational functions Px by Qx, or you can write this as okay Fx by Gx, where this Fx, Gx are polynomials, having Gx is a non-zero polynomial. Okay, so you can embed the ring of polynomial Rx into its field of quotients, which is the field of rational functions, the field of rational functions over R, over the ring R. Okay, so this is your field of quotient. Okay. Okay. Now we move into the discussion about the machinery of homomorphisms and quotient rings, which will help us to study about the ideas and concepts to solve a polynomial equation. Suppose you take a polynomial equation, that means you take a polynomial fx and this is the polynomial equation with respect to the polynomial fx, right. So, you want to solve this equation, that is in terms of the indeterminate x. Okay. So, you want to solve this equation in the field f. Suppose you take a polynomial fx over a field f and you are going to search out the solution of this polynomial equation fx equal to 0 on that field. Okay. So, for this you need to introduce homomorphisms and quotient rings and their properties. Okay. Okay. Now, suppose that so let let F be a field and you consider the polynomial ring with respect to this field F, the ring of polynomials. Okay, over F. Fine. And you take a subfield of F, a subfield. Okay. Then the next result will assert the existence of a very important homomorphism from the polynomial ring of K into the field F. Okay, and that will be treated as the fundamental tools for our next discussions, and this is known as, this homomorphism will be named as evaluation homomorphisms for field theory. Okay, this will be named as evaluation homomorphism, which will be defined from the polynomial ring over K into the field F. And what would be the definition? The next theorem will say that, suppose K be a subfield of F, and let us suppose that you consider one element alpha from the field F. Okay, and with respect to this alpha, you can define a map. Define a map phi indexed by alpha. Okay, so define a map phi indexed by alpha, phi alpha, from Kx to F by the rule. So from Kx you take one polynomial, suppose you take Fx, and you can represent Fx in this way, that is a0 plus a1x plus an x to the power n. So this is a polynomial in Kx, that is the coefficients a0, a1, n that has been taken from K. And the definition of phi alpha will be that we will take this polynomial to the element by replacing alpha in place of x. That means a0 plus a1 alpha, a2 alpha square, an alpha to the power n, right? So if you look at this element, this is an element from the field. Okay, so the polynomial has been mapped to this element, where you will see that you put alpha in every place where x is sitting. Okay, যেখানে যেখানে x আছে সেখানে তুমি আলফাটাকে রিপ্লেস করছো, আর যখনই তুমি আলফাটাকে রিপ্লেস করছো তাহলে তোমার এই এলিমেন্টটা কি হয়ে গেল, দিস ইজ অ্যান এলিমেন্ট অফ দ্যাট ফিল্ড এফ। তখন কিন্তু এটা একটা এলিমেন্ট হয়ে গেল, যখন এটা আমরা পলিনোমিয়াল নিয়েছি, but here x is the indeterminate object. Okay, now in place of x, if you replace alpha, then you will get an element of that field F. এটা হচ্ছে definition. Okay, so that means if we write down this element as f of alpha, that is a0 plus a1 alpha, a2 alpha square, an alpha to the power n, then we can define phi alpha of fx as f of alpha. But this is a polynomial in Kx, but this is an element of the field. Note it down. Okay, then this map then the result is that then phi alpha will going to be a homomorphism. Homomorphism of kx into f. And also it is to be noted that if you take only the polynomial x, then this x phi alpha of x is actually, so you can replace alpha in place of x, so it is alpha. Okay, and if you want to take any element from the subfield k, so for all x belongs to k, sorry, for all a belongs to k, then you can consider the constant polynomial fx equal to a. Then fx equal to a, that is constant polynomial, right, and that will be mapped to where? Phi alpha of fx. But what is phi alpha of fx? What is phi alpha of fx? It will be f of alpha, right? But if you look at this constant polynomial, so f alpha will be again a, so therefore that is phi alpha of a equal to a, right? So that means this phi alpha over k, it will be the identity map. So that means phi alpha over k is the identity map over k. Okay, so this is a theorem. So this homomorphism phi alpha will be known as evaluation homomorphism at alpha. So you are evaluating every polynomial at alpha. Okay, so this phi alpha will be termed as the evaluation homomorphism at alpha. Okay, this is a very interesting homomorphism which will be used as a tool to solve polynomial equations, roots of the polynomials, and you can have more results out of this homomorphism in the field of extensions. Okay, now we are going to prove this theorem. So first of all, you need to check that whether the phi alpha that has been defined above is well defined or not. That is, if you take so is it well defined? The question is that, is it well defined? The answer is yes. Why? Because two polynomials are equal. Suppose fx and gx be two polynomials that will be said to be equal if their coefficients are same, right? If their coefficients are same. Coefficients are same. Okay, so therefore it is well defined. And now we are going to check that whether this phi alpha is a homomorphism or not. That means you need to check that. Suppose you take two polynomial, one is fx, another one is gx, and add them, and you are going to map this polynomial through this map phi alpha. So it is phi alpha of, so if you take fx as a0 plus a1x plus anx to the power n, and if you take gx as b0 plus b1x bmx to the power m, so therefore it is actually, So it is a0 plus b0 plus a1 plus b1 x dot 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 dot, and the last of all is bm x to the power n, right? So you want to replace this alpha in place of x. So therefore it is a0 plus b0 a1 plus b1 alpha and so on bm alpha to the power n, right? So therefore it is again your f alpha plus g alpha. And in case of multiplication, the way of verification is same, okay, because it is phi alpha of c0 plus c1x plus ck cm plus n x to the power n plus n, right? So therefore it will be c0 plus c1 alpha plus cm plus n alpha to the power m plus n, and that is actually if you multiply f alpha and g alpha, you will get this one. So therefore it is easy to check that phi alpha is actually a homomorphism, ring homomorphism, right, between kx and f, okay. And also note that if you take the polynomial x, then it is actually the coefficient of x is 1, right, 1. So therefore it is 1 alpha, so it is alpha, huh? Okay. Now again, for all a belongs to k, phi alpha of a, so it is a constant polynomial, so you can write this a as a plus 0x and so on, 0 x to the power n and so on, right? So therefore it is phi alpha of, sorry, so it is going to be a plus 0 alpha 0 alpha square 0 alpha to the power n and so on. So that means it is alpha, this is a, sorry, this is a. So hence phi alpha restricted to k is the identity map over k, and this proves the theorem, okay. Now one can observe that it can be, take this as a remark, that the above theorem holds good if you take k and f are commutative rings with unity 1. So if k, f are commutative rings with unity 1, then the above statement holds good, okay. So today I would like to stop here. আজ এই পর্যন্ত থাক।